Thank you, Representative Gillespie. At this time, I'd like to introduce to Police Chief Bill Harrell.
Good morning. It's my privilege and honor to introduce our next speaker. This gentleman served with the New York Police Department for 20 years, from 1986 to 2006, and retired as an sergeant. His brother George was also a police officer with the New York, New Jersey, Port Authority Police Department, and assigned to the Emergency Services Unit out of the JFK International Airport. On 9/11/2001, George made the ultimate sacrifice while rescuing others during the attacks as he was in the second tower when it collapsed. Please help me welcome George's brother, New York Police Sergeant Pat Allen.
I've been trying to hold it together until Dwayne sang the national anthem and Bob hit the bagpipes, and it just hits you right here. It does. I want to thank you all for coming here. I want to thank the organizers of this event, Mr. Dave Wood, the guy that I have never seen stop in doing what he does and trying to raise awareness to anything in this county, in this town. I want to thank these gentlemen right here in uniform. Gary, welcome home. We salute you. I can assure you that there are not enough words to express the magnitude of what you're doing here today. 20 years ago, it was a totally different day. It was a beautiful September day. Everybody was going about their daily routines in New York City. There was a primary election for mayoral race. And then at a moment's notice, the first plane hit the first tower and everything changed. We had no idea what was going on. Nobody knew. You have two majestic towers that just reached up into the sky. How could a pilot not see them? As the smoke billowed from the tower, the second plane, it came into view as it hit the second building. And then I realized what was going on. The unthinkable was now reality. America was once again under attack on our home turf. I say once again because in February of 1993, there was a bombing at the same World Trade Center complex. It was a truck bombing that narrowly missed taking down that building. It came within feet of the main support pillar. Their goal was to collapse that building into the second building and bring them both down. It would have killed 10,000s of people in a minute. Thank goodness that never happened. On that day, my brother rappelled down an elevator shaft and rescued several school children from an elevator that was stuck in one building. On the morning of September 11th, he was home, working at his home, just doing nothing. He was an officer with the New York, New Jersey Port Authority Police Department. He was off duty that day in the safety of his home when he received a phone call from his colleague. Upon hearing the news, he dropped everything he was doing. He jumped into his truck, went into JFK Airport, where he worked out of the ESU unit, jumped into a police truck, and raced to the scene. Upon arriving at the scene, they exited the vehicles when the second tower began to collapse. Working in Queens, he didn't know the layout of Manhattan, and he ran straight up the West Side Highway. Had he run this direction across the street behind a financial center, he'd still be alive today. A piece of the metal facade of the Trade Center, if you picture the World Trade Center, the tall, skinny metal pieces on the outside, struck him in the back of the head, knocked him down. We believe it killed him instantly, but it covered him up. When the smoke and the dust cleared away and the first responders came back to the scene, they saw his firearm protruding from underneath the piece of steel. Our family is blessed because when you look at what happened to the rest of the folks that day and how they died, we received his body intact. And I know that sounds perhaps morbid, but that is a blessing to us. He could have put his tools away and made sure everything was in order and buttoned up everything like we all do when we leave the house. But he knew there was people in trouble. There was people inside those burning buildings that needed help. There was no time for the tedious minutes that it takes to clean up your house. You know you have to go. A few days later, when President George W. Bush visited the site, he met with about 200 family members at the Jacob Javits Center. He walked in and he looked at every person when he spoke to them. He didn't shake your hand and look behind you. He looked directly at you and spoke to you for about 5 minutes. I was very impressed. About a week later, in his address to the nation, he held up my brother's shield in the middle of his speech. We have a picture from behind him of the podium, and you can see as he was reading his speech, the shield was sitting right here the whole time on the podium. Moving forward to today, some 20 years later, I know my brother, and I know where he is. And I know that he wouldn't want me standing here speaking to you about just him. He would want me to keep you, to ask you to keep in your prayers the thousands of others who have been affected. Close to 3,000 ordinary people were killed that day, just going about their daily business. Since then, there are still over 1,100 or so families. That's a lot of families that have nothing to remember their loved ones by. Not a wallet, a watch, a wristband, a wedding band, nothing. Since then, hundreds of first responders and civilians have died in the past 20 years as a result of the cancers that they're afflicted with from helping out that day at Ground Zero. Over 7,000 soldiers have been killed in the war on terror, including 13 who were killed 2 weeks ago. We certainly need to pray for our troops and for our country for what we now once again are going to be facing. Although this is the 20th year since 9/11, the years in between then and now still exist. Each year's remembrance is met with equivalent emotions. And as we all know, when you're going through your time down in the dumps, you look for events of inspiration to help you keep moving. I moved to Franklin about 4 years ago. And about 3 years ago, I read an article in the paper about a group of cheerleaders who held up a banner for the football players to run through. And on it, I believe it was written, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." And I think about this, and I think about the group of high school kids holding up such a banner and having such a strong belief in their faith. About 3 months ago, I sat on the stage in this high school as we gave away the scholarships. There was a young man that had gone through challenges and turmoils that no teenager should ever have to go through. But yet he took the negative experiences of his challenges and he carved them into a path of positivity through his love of wrestling. These youths inspire me. They keep me moving. The firemen who are going to run this race in their bunker gear are an inspiration. If you ever tried to run in bunker gear, I couldn't run from here to Ronnie Beal in bunker gear. Yet these fellas are going to run down here in bunker gear. It's quite an inspiration. This town in general is an inspiration to me. I grew up in New York, some 700 miles away from here. But this town, with its back to blue events, July 4th parade, Veterans Parade, Christmas Parade, heck, even the AIDS flashback parade, Dave. This town is an inspiration to me, and it just embodies what America is. And I cannot thank you enough. And every one of you who took the time out from your day to come here today, help remember this day, you are an inspiration to me. You remember this day as something that happened 700 miles away from here to folks that you never knew. And I cannot thank you enough for being here today. May God bless you, and may God continue to bless this great nation that we live in. Thank you.